Another gorgeous morning here on Pico Island. Just got up about 10 minutes ago and just decided to start vlogging today. Here are the birds. There's a dog getting fed. We obviously have our cows. And yeah, it's a beautiful morning. And I'm just about to have my tea. Why don't we just sit here and just listen to this for a few minutes? Hey, I was wondering why you hadn't said good morning yet. We'll actually take a close look at the goats and the sheep today. There you go. For those of you watching for the first time, this is the village of Sao Mateus on Pico Island, Azores. And this is our home we've been renovating. I'm Carlos and Laura's not here with me right now. She's in Canada. But yeah, so let's just relax for a bit. Ah, this is nice. The first cup of tea or coffee in the morning. Very important. Wow. Had a beautiful sunset yesterday. It was just a gorgeous day. There even a rainbow came in. We usually get these rainbows just right down here. See where the car is, that area, the whole ocean always has rainbows. Well, that bird always, I don't know what bird that is, but this is our journey on Pico Island. It's a little channel that we started over 2 years ago, Laura and I. We just wanted to promote this beautiful island of Pico Island. I'm Carlos.
And I'm Laura.
And this is our journey on Pico Island. If you like content to do with nature, island life, buying a house on an island, you know, two nice people, you know. So
you
anyways,
can join our journey.
with a lot of followers that are beautiful and wonderful. And other islands in the Azores. Showing you experiences, where we live, what we do, scenic drives, renovations, all this stuff. Just once a week we share a little bit about ourselves and where we are, our space. Sometimes it's here in this village at Sao Mateus, and sometimes it's larger. So Laura's in Canada, like I mentioned. And yeah, she just said to me yesterday, look, why don't you do a video? I was doing a lot of work yesterday. I had to weed a lot. You'll see, I'll show you a little bit of what I did. And she goes, we should have vlogged it because people like to watch it. I said, you know what, I should have, but just wasn't prepared, didn't think of it. I was just so much into doing what I was doing. And today I'll go around and just show you around our little beautiful, gorgeous, rustic, almost completely renovated home here in Sao Mateus. And Sao Mateus is a vineyard village hanging on the coast here, overlooking the ocean, like you saw, the Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic. And that's what I'll do today. And I'm going to start, I thought it would be better just to do it in the morning. The weather is perfect right now. It's just a very light breeze. And I always like the sounds waking up, you know. First look outside, actually, where I sleep in the bedroom, like you saw, it's right as this door with a window. You just look out and I can always see if it's raining. How's the ocean, the sky, and today it's just still a little overcast and just not moving too much, very still. And just the sounds that you'd get in a village, you know. And some of you that visited places like this, you know, around Europe and other places know what I mean. For those of you that live here, let me tell you, it's a privilege. It should be a privilege to be brought up. All my memories of growing up here, before going to Canada I was 9, been positive. And these are the sounds that I grew up with. Here you don't hear the rooster as much as I do when we stay in the other village. We have sheep and a goat, 2 sheep and a goat, which we'll show you. Hopefully you'll enjoy just kind of hanging out with me for a little bit in the morning here as we show you around our property. All right, let's go back in. And I think we'll start the tour in the back. Okay. So I usually have a routine. Actually, I forgot to opening up my windows. You might have seen me do this in other videos. Love these windows. You can just go and just tilt it. And anyways, let's get to it. It's been a while since we did an update on our reno. I think it's been about 3 videos. We were doing quite a few, but honestly, there has been nothing happening. We had to wait a couple of weeks from this one. I'll open it all the way here. Let's just get some air in here. So hopefully, he said this week coming up, which would be next week. This is a power bank station. From Blue Eddy. They sent it to me and they just said if I wouldn't mind doing a review. Thank you very much, Blue Eddy. I will be doing that. I'm working on it. All right, so let's go out. I always look to see, is the Pico mountain clear today or not? I think it is. Yeah, I really don't know. I think it was cleared earlier. Now it's not. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to just show you some of the things we have. For those of you watching for the first time, this is a patio that hopefully will be done soon. We've been waiting. Just things here take time, a lot more time than we would like, but that's reality. Okay, so I'm just going to go up. But I have to also weed some of this, but Laura wanted to see your plants and what's going on, so I cleared all this up. So Laura, here we go. Here's your succulents. I think it's doing very well. And this thing, I don't know, maybe some of you can tell me if this is a type of succulents or it's just a weed. So one of the things that came with the house was this beautiful lava stone house, 2 floors. I don't want to think about renovating. We would like, because we're still involved in this, but that would be nice to, kind of revive this beautiful gem here. Most of the house has been painted. We're just going to paint this side. We're waiting for the rest of it to be done so we can paint the walls at the same time. All right, let's start here. This is chestnut tree. Okay. This is kind of the things that obviously came with the house. It was already here. We didn't plant it. But it's, we pruned it, and it's this year. Looks like it's going to give us some really nice chestnuts. There's this sort of pigeons that fly around here. Priolo, I think that's called in Portuguese. And, this one's growing really well here. This one's growing really well. These two. We planted these. And as you know, Laura loves succulents.
Succulents! Look at all these succulents here, guys. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be in trouble.
I didn't even know what succulents was. And it's, I even like succulents now. And this is Folha de Roca, is the name in Portuguese. And the smell right now, these give it a little scent, and you can actually eat these. You see, it's my favorite flower. They're really, they grow crazy this time of year. They are invasive, but you cut them down and they'll be back as quickly as you can see. And there's our pineapple. Cleaned all this out yesterday. The name of this in Portuguese, they don't use the word pineapple because it's
abacaxi.
Cabache or something like that. Sabotage. Some of you are probably laughing at me, but we have a few of these. See, what they do is these give you babies, you see? Look, you can see that this one has this one here is a baby. It's kind of interesting how they grow. We have a few more there. I cleaned all this wall here, as you can see. This was all cleaned yesterday. We're letting this grow just so it gives us some extra privacy. And we really don't, we're just going to let it grow, cut along the edges. And I think it's working quite well. And I think one reason why we fell in love with this house, I don't think I need to mention, was just where it is. Right? Very private, very quiet, overlooking this beautiful village. We just did a few things to it, just going to give it some beauty, modernize it a bit. And here it is a place where really I think our bodies need it, especially Laura and I feel at peace on Pico in general, but especially here at this house. let's go and show you some more things. All right, so as I always mention, we have the ocean here, no doubt about that. These islands are surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, all oceans are beautiful. Obviously, I spent most of my time in the Atlantic Ocean when I was born here and when I returned. But look, see, we also have that up there. See, that to us is worth $1 million as well, because it's the countryside. And here in the Azores, you can have both countryside and ocean. I've mentioned this in various videos. As you know, you could be watching this for the first time. Doesn't mean you watch all the videos. Sometimes we have to repeat ourselves, but I don't mind always mentioning that because it's so important. And up there, hiking. It's another world. You go up 15, 20 minutes, there's lakes. You can climb the beautiful mountain of Pico, the highest altitude of Portugal, 2,351 meters. Views are spectacular. And this is the beauty. You get the ocean and you get your countryside here in the Azores. Now here's where we left it. Still needs to build a barbecue. It's a quick break from showing you the house, but so you can see. Yeah, so it's gonna need to build this barbecue still. Finish the walls, and then I'm gonna try and paint it. I'm out of here in 3 weeks, and we're hoping to get at least this part done, and then we'll be back 3 months later. All right, let's go up here. One thing I really love here is this. I love this. This is called, it's like nickname limão tangerino in Portuguese. And if you can just smell this, just by doing that, it's amazing. I love these. You can put these in any marinade. It's a type of lime, I guess, lime. So I think it needs some pruning. It's growing quite well. It actually grew a separate one here. That's what happens here. It's just growing. Every 2-3 weeks, they have to clean around here. There, so this is the last time I did it, and it dries out. I brought these over, and sometimes this was actually overrun 2-3 weeks ago with fern, which I love, by the way. I love any type of fern, but it's very evasive. These came from Lash, from the other house. These, I think they're beautiful, and so did this one, and they're actually growing. These just grow. I mean, it's hard not to plant. You don't have to be a professional gardener. This is wild baby tomatoes, just grows. Now, one of the videos, reno videos that we did, reno update, I started working on this. This is what put out my back, I think, the start of it. I was hitting this pretty hard, and this is going to be a little lounge. I pictured this like with some bamboo covering, Muskoka chairs, place to put some cold ice, beer, and just enjoy the view. Just to have a place away from the house. It's just an idea. I think wouldn't cost too much, but we're not ready to do it yet. All right, the goat's waiting for us. More things I cleaned yesterday. God, it was a lot. Hopefully, I was worried about my back, but I think the stretching does help. Because this just grows, so this is like all covered here. It's waist high within 3 weeks. This used to be they used to keep pigs or goats here. Before going down, let's just take a look at this fig tree, which is unbelievable growth. And last summer we weren't here, but look at this. I've been here the full summer. Incredible. A lot of figs. There's different types of figs. I think the other fig de mel, is a different type. That's probably the one that they use more for jams. I'm not sure I'm sure that's tasty as well. For those of you that can tell me what kind these figs are, would be great. There's a lot of scent in the air from all the trees. Os canários estão alegres esta manhã. I had a follower saying that they like when I speak Portuguese. Obrigado. Eu vou continuar a falar mais. Para mim é importante, não quero perder. The goat, or that was the sheep, agrees with me. Oh my God. So here's 2 things we planted. Passion fruit. It's growing, hasn't died. And this was, our neighbor Joe gave us this vine. Doesn't give any grapes or anything, but look at it. Here's our compost. Now the dirt's still in there. We're not doing it because we're not here all year round. But this is what I mean. This is what I had to cut yesterday. Those trees, there was trees, this tree, or this is a weed, believe it or not. It's covering all that. And this is all stuff I've been doing, so Laura doesn't think I'm just doing lounging here. And this grass, as you can see where the goat is, look how high it's getting. It's just, we had the cows where they would eat all this every 2-3 months, but look at it now. It's just, so that this male goat, hey, tudo bem? Meh, meh. Como é que vai isso? Tudo bem? Bom dia. Woo! I don't know if that means happy or if it's trying to protect the area. First time I've seen her do this. Usually she says hello in the morning as well. She's eating all this grass there. I don't want to bother them too much. I gave her some food yesterday. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do right now. Maybe she doesn't like the camera. Hola. She's beautiful. Or he's beautiful. Sorry, buddy. Obviously can't miss the male. Definitely a male. But again, now I don't want to get too close. Let me take a picture of this beautiful. You're beautiful. It's bonito. It's bonito. Okay. And I just want to show our neighbor behind us. So here's the artisal tree. It's a small one, but it's been growing here. See how the grapes, this is the grapevine that kind of comes over it. Hopefully they have a good harvest this year. Last year wasn't so good, and I think the word is that they will. There's all the grapes. And I've been noticing this gentleman just been here like around just making sure it's all ready to be picked, which will be soon. They don't want any heavy rains at this point. That wouldn't be any good. I think so far they're in for a good harvest. They say they're going to have from last year over almost 200% more harvest, more grapes, which is great. Let's go visit the sheep. Come. Come, amigo. So, sheep in Portuguese is ovelhas. Goat, cabra. These have been here longer. They're already used to me. Hey, olá, tudo bem? Tudo bem? Hey, good morning. This is the one that talks the most. Every morning says hello, don't you? Huh? Fala com o pessoal. Fala. It's a camera they're looking at. It's like, what does this guy have in his hand? But, you know, animals are just beautiful. And Laura's a big lover of animals. Hopefully she's enjoying this. And all of you as well. Look, the goat's like looking back. It's like Mutual of Omaha here in Sao Mateus. Huh? You going to say something? No? Okay. So this is part of this land we've been walking on is also part of the property. Okay, it's your property as well while you're here. Just it's your home. All right, looking at the ocean, it's the right side of the village, and then obviously carries over to the left. You saw the hike we did. I did the other day. Sort of left here and went to the coast, came back up. That's the road we came back up to wind up here. We'll put the link down and share it. You want to say something? Hey? Quer dizer alguma coisa? Hã? Quer dizer alguma coisa? Fala. Hã? Olha. Your close up. This is your 5 minutes. Fame right there. Ah, gorgeous eyes. Huh? It's neat. And all the other ones are staring. I don't know, I'm spending a lot of time here, but I just can't help it. Because it's just now me communicating with these. This is my, right now, they live with me here at the house. I'm not completely alone. So I hope you guys are enjoying this little tour. There's our car for those of you watching this for the first time. It's a beautiful Volkswagen. I turn away. He talks to me. He's like, where are you going? So this is fennel, believe it or not. It grows wild here. And as you can see, look at this so much. This is where I got to keep cutting it. I mean, it goes back. Planted these here. I think they're here temporarily. These are dragueiros. It's like a, and then I'm going to plant them somewhere else. So like the name is a dragon. There's probably a scientific name for it. Maybe some of you can comment. This is all planted by us, especially Laura. There you go. Been weeding it. Look how nice it looks. Okay. We planted this recently here. They gave this really beautiful purple flower come out of these bulbs. More succulents. This one's really exploding. And this we picked up in the garbage. It's a cactus, a giant cactus. See how this fennel just grows? Funshu. It's very good for you, good for your blood. Let me just step down here and give a few more closer shots of the garden. One of my main jobs is to keep the weeds away here. Has it been easy? Tried my best. This is looking good. And that's what I did most of the day yesterday. It's just... These have grown a lot. And the succulents, I guess these are kind of, they just grow. They don't die. They just keep growing. Now this, I think, is part of succulents, I think. And if you know, let me know. And I kind of found this wood here. The land looks like a head of something. Cow, deer, something. When these are in the sun, this is what happens. They go red. See those weeds? I got most of them yesterday. I guess I forgot that little area there. More succulents, all types. Get a shot of this. Purple. As you saw, I painted this not too long ago when Laura was still here, the white, and then this door was painted. Now, since we're not going to be back, I'm not going to be back here till November, I think I'll wait to give it another coat because then it'd be fresh before we rent it out. Let me show you these pots. I know some of you have seen it. Palm, that's a type of palm there. Forget the name of this one. Maybe Laura can tell us. She's really the visionary of our gardening. I just follow instructions, so I'm going to plant some more of these. There's our roses. Now, one thing about these roses, Laura wanted to cut them all down when we first got the house, because eventually we want to put some bougainvillea, and I fought her on it to keep them. And I think she already thanked me for that. Type of spruce, camellia, I think that's called. They all have buds. This is one of the, I already planted this one here. I think it's gonna, hopefully it'll take more roses. When you have a property that you buy and it's pretty good size, and you're in the Azores or anywhere, or in this case Pico, things grow very, very fast. Everything grows here. Very few things that will not grow on Pico in the Azores. I just brought these over. Laura, here it is. I told you to give you a look. They're doing well. Let's take a look at this one here. This is all creations that Laura did. Okay. Shot. A lot of people love them. They give this kind of deserty, rustic feel to it. Succulents, because there's so many different types. It kind of, and there's these. I'm going to plant these. The nice roots. Yeah, good job, Laura, on this. This has been growing a lot. Look at this. It's incredible. These are looking good as well. I just want this patio done before I go back. I really got this far, and I think everything else is pretty much just little fine tunes here and there. I just want to get them done. I'm just tired now. All right, so we come full circle. Just to give you the perspective that we were looking down earlier from here, from up there. And look at these windows. It was a big investment for us. But we're happy so far with, and let's look through the window here. It's good space. We love the space. All right, let's go back in the house. We can't go back in the house here. Let's go back to the back. There you go. So I've done laundry a few times. Pretty much tested all the appliances, most of them except the dishwasher. Seem to be, it's coming to life. When you start using the appliances, this coffee is really good, by the way. Really good. You know, it comes back to life. You know, that's how I can put it. And we're going to wait to do a few things when we get back. But these are the views where they're constant. In the front, we have there, the ocean. And if you look to the back, we have the countryside. See? This is what I would call the strength of this house. It's not in the inside. Inside's great, it's on the outside. And this is why we had to do this patio. Private area, protected from different elements. You can be on one side of the house and not have any wind on the other side. And that's why we wanted to do this. I know it costs more and it's taking more time, but I think it's going to be important for us and for anyone that stays here. Quick look inside the lava home. There we go. 2 levels. This is the top level. It's kind of dark in here. Hopefully you can see. We do have a video. I'll try to pull it up, but it gives you an idea how amazing these were built. I don't know, a couple hundred years old, probably the original roof, thick walls. And I think this would make eventually a beautiful suite. We'd have to recover it. It still looks like in pretty good shape. Obviously, we would have to get an engineer in here, but right now we're focused on the main house. But, you know, such a beautiful thing. It would be amazing to restore this. I'll show you the bottom as well. This is all the way down to the lava house. I'm going to be very careful. Whoa, I think I just... Anyways, just to give you a little bit of how it looks like in here. There's the ceiling, very low. So, another window on the bottom. But anyways, just gives you an example to the floor, the way these were built right off the... This is built right off the land here. This is a bit of a cliff. It's lasted all this long. It's just a matter of protecting. Here's how thick these walls are. We would have to lift the roof, lift this floor, and maybe create a nice suite, nice addition to the house. Also be a nice wine cellar down here. A lot of good options, but here's a way out. This is kind of spider. Whoa, back up. Make sure I don't scratch myself. Okay, what's another scratch? This one I know I had mentioned the lava house earlier, just would be good for you guys to see it. And while I'm at it, this is also belongs to the house. It's like I'm calling this like we have a bit of the building, the white building that I showed that I painted, and this is the front part of it. Use it for storage. In the old days, they used to leave the old milk in here when they used to collect it, and then they would pick it up. Now it's half of so I use this for storage. It's very actually good storage space. We'll use the whole house. It all has its uses. And let's go around. This is the other part. This is the other part here, which where's the well is here. Show you the well. full, by the way. This is how we had water, and they had water in the old days. Here, see? Look at that. It's an old well. Sustainable. And they used to wash the clothes in here. I have this again. I'm using this mostly as storage. And on the other side is the room I just showed you. So, anyways, this could become the garden room. I think this is just put our garden tools and things like that. All right, so I think we're going to end it soon. Hope you liked the little tour around our property. I just wanted to show you some of the things that we have here that are growing here, our little space, and why we love Pico Island, the Azores, so much, especially our home. We're in tourism. Laura and I are specializing on just sharing this island with you and some of the other Azores islands. So people that want to visit, contact us. We have a very specialized product, and we work closely with a travel partner here in the Azores. His name is Gidio, and the company's Life Wellness Azores. And we create packages, we customize them. They're more low and slow, most of them. They could be active as well. Gidio likes to do things like canyoning, hiking, crazy, extreme hiking, and leisure as well. We're more the leisure hikers. He's the extreme one. And I think we've done some things with him already, like the workshop, the Azores Portugal workshop. We'll put a link, and by the way, we're working on an e-version for that. A lot of work to do those workshops. We had a great time. We had a great group, and we're working on the e-version. Just bear with us. A lot of people are asking. It takes a lot of. We had about 15 hours, I think I was told, maybe more, that we have to edit. Keep it's a lot of work. Egidio and Laura doing that, and I think just have some patience. I think it will be worth it. Tourism our way, I guess, our Life Wellness way, and our way. In Canada, we're the travel guys. We work within Marlin Travel. I'm an independent travel agent. I have my own business there, and we have our own business here. And our job is just to link, promote, and to the people, I call them the special ones, because these are people that come here for the nature, for the peace, for the tranquility. It's very safe. These kinds of islands are, aside from being gorgeous, beautiful, healthy, full of wellness, it's, for me, very important to be safe. They have peace. If you don't have peace and health, you have nothing, and I think you definitely have that here. I think the peace that's here is good for our health, basically. It's good for me. Sometimes you overthink things, you have stresses. Talk to a lot of people that are now living here, that came out or spend half the time here or visit. They feel that here they're connected to these islands. It could be the power of the lava, the volcano, the ocean, everything. The best thing to do is just to visit. I would say we try to do trips that are longer, if you have the time, because sometimes going longer doesn't mean it's going to be more expensive. The flight's usually the same. You see an extra 3 or 4 days or 5 days. So a lot of our trips include that. Some of them are tours and are guided. Anyways, we'll put links of any of the videos that we've done that are part of what I'm talking about. And for those of you that want to come and semi-retire, retire here. Man, I mean, so many people have already done that. And when I say so many, it's not masses. The expats are 1.6%, about 4,700 are here in the Azores. It's really not a lot. The population is 250,000. A lot of people think there's millions of people coming over. It's not like that. Again, these are special ones. They've chosen these islands they each have their own reason. But I think, again, like I said, it's peace, it's safety, it's wellness, it's nature. That's why they're here. Okay, they feel good here. So if you have any questions about any of this that I'm talking about, retiring, semi-retiring, visiting, send me an email. I can help you do what I can. If not, I will connect you with the right person. I will tell you, if you want to stay away from the summer and you want to hit other good months, April, May, half of June, considered off season, but very good. September, October, November, even December. And I've even booked people in the winter. They spend 3 months here, for example. It depends on what you want. Any questions, send me a note. I appreciate you tuning in to our videos. See you on the next video.